Fight fans, fight fans, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I am once again live as promised. This is the last crescendo. This is the media workout recap of what already transpired today. I wanted to cover it, counterpunch it with each and every one of you guys. We're trying something different, of course, as promised. We are going to attempt the Discord logo. Okay. Now, the Discord logo is for my members, Patreon, and Super Chat members only. Okay. So when you guys come on, we're going to try the bid of you guys coming on, speaking your minds so I can hear it in real time. So let's counterpunch it. When you guys come in, hit that like button, of course. We have an interesting workout, the biggest fight of the century, the public workout. Artur Beterbie, Dmitry Bivol, Daniel Dubois, Joseph Palka, Aged Kabayel, Zili Zhang, and the list goes on. Okay. The list goes on. And it wasn't too much. I seen a little bit of it live. And again, the Discord account, rather, I'm here now, and okay, so it looks kind of confusing. I wish I had a walkthrough. I've looked at a couple videos concerning it, and I think I got it. I may not, obviously. But of course, they have Johnny Nelson and company. They're there to host the up and coming media workout. And Angel Gomez. Okay, so he is the first on the list. I don't know. I think he is the replacement. I want to say the replacement to Shakur Stevenson. Of course, we have the whole Kid Austin issue, and you know how that goes. But he's in the ring now. And Angel Gomez. Don't know a lot about him. Let me look him up real quick. See who he's fighting. Um, Jesus. No, actually, he's fighting Mohammed Alakel. And dude, you should see this guy's record. It is horrific. This man has 8 wins, 42 losses, 8 of those losses due to KO, 3 draws, 4 KOs of his own 8 wins. Wow. Dang, this dude has his first 8 wins. Crazy. We're undefeated. So this man has lost 42 fights in a row. That is nuts. Think about what I said, man. This guy, this guy, man. Wow. Okay, yeah. His residence is in Slovakia. Hmm, that's interesting. Okay. Man, they got these long commercials on this too. They're trying to get that bread. I'm not mad at them. Okay. Well, looks like he didn't do anything. Zayad didn't do anything at all. I mean, he just wrapped himself up in the flag of Saudi Arabia, and that was a wrap. Okay, now we got Mr. Callum Smith. Now we're talking about something because everything else is kind of weird. Okay, let's see here. I mean, what do you think Callum Smith at 175? I mean, I seen him against Beterbiev, and like I just wasn't impressed. I heard today that he was injured in that fight. What a hell of a time to say it right now, honestly. But
I'll do it. And this fight was offered, and it's a fight I like, and it gives me a great opportunity to get back to where I want to be. You said you learned a lot from that fight against Artur Beterbie, and what are some things you took away from it that you think make you a better fighter? It just highlights areas what you need to improve, and losing effectively does that more so than winning. It's easy to paper over cracks when you're still winning, and I think you do that correct where it's losing, say magnify those areas, and if you don't go away and work on those, then it's put the speed in this sport. You've always got to know as a fighter, always got to improve, and I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I'm constantly always trying to improve and better the game, and hopefully we'll see some of those improvements this weekend. Good luck, Al. Thank you very much. Right to hear from Callum Smith didn't like to be joined by an unbeaten light heavyweight, Mr. Ezra Buchanan Taylor. How are you? I'm good. So good to be here. We're going to get you on
Boy, Kurt, how is it only 9 people in here? Somebody praying on your downfall. Dude, I don't know what's going on. I honestly don't know. I mean, I couldn't tell you. I mean, I haven't had this less of traffic in years, and it has to be something like that. I have no idea what's going on. I don't. You hear about things about bots. You hear about this whatever shadow ban. I don't know. I have no idea. But I mean, all I can do is keep doing what I love to do, and try not to let people stop me. But if it's something that's people are not even knowing that I'm live, that's a problem. You know what I mean? So, boy, I don't know. But as we talk, Joshua Buatsi is coming in. He's like 19-0, and he's fighting Callum Smith, which is a very experienced fighter himself. I'm very eager to see who wins this fight. What happens in this fight? How does it develop? Because if you look at Buatsi and then you look at Callum Smith, if he catches you on the end of those shots, you're finished. You know what I mean? Touch Gloves 21 in the building. Hello to you. We are always here for you, Kurt. Oh, Isaac in the building. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing ever. I never really understood that because it looks like it's kind of seeping lower. But other than that, like Touch Gloves, I want you to do me a favor. Okay, you're a member on the account. Click for my Discord account there. I have a Discord. I have a Discord link. So click on it to see what happens when you do, because this is a trial run, if you will.
More excited as we get closer and closer to the fight? It is. I think every fight feels the same way. Yeah, man. A few days away. Got an open workout here. You've been working with Virgil Hunter as part of your training regimen. Why does he draw to your game? I don't know, man. As long as we can all stand up here and say so much more, it's better to demonstrate society for good opportunity. You have to make a sacrifice to go to the US to train with Virgil. Why was it important to you to make that sacrifice? It's important. It pays off in here. The time away that I learn, it builds me. So when I get in the ring, I know I pay the price. We've seen Callum with some great fighters over the years, Canelo Alvarez, Artur Beterbie. Can you learn anything from those fights? What it's going to take to beat him? Myself and my other fights. When I show up on Saturday, then you have something to talk about. Good luck, Josh. Thank you. That is Joshua Buatsi. He's another one of these fights.
So Joshua Buatsi, he's not a guy of many words, so that's pretty much expected. Let's see who's next on the roster. So we've had Callum Smith, We've had Joshua Buatsi, and we have some more to go. Let's see here. There we go. I get Caballel in the building. Okay. All right. Okay, man, this is the first person I've seen come out with gloves. I get Caballero. I mean, it has to be cold over there. I'm assuming at nighttime. Because it's in Saudi Arabia, it does get cold in the desert. You know, um, he looks good, man. I'm looking at I get Caballero, and he's and I noticed something about I get Caballero. He's leading with that right. Bah, 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 bah. He is leading with that right hand lead. That's exactly how you fight a southpaw, and he's doing a lot of lateral movement. That could give Zili Zhang 6 or 7 rounds of that could give Zili Zhang fits, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you that could give Zili Zhang a lot of issues because Zhang has fast hands, good upper body movement. Zhang, though, honestly reminds me of a bigger, slower version of Andy Ruiz, but in a southpaw stance. You know what I mean? He doesn't move really quite well as far as footwork, but his upper body movement is good. His counter punches is very, very effective, and he knows how to do his thing. I get Caballero just showed you a little bit about what he has going. Let's hear him.
In heavyweights over the last few years, do you think in your last couple of fights, you're finally getting a chance to show people what you can do? Yes, of course. People say this, but Saturday is another big test wait for me. I'm ready. We will see on Saturday. It is a big test, no question about that. A very big man in Li Zhang. You beat big guys before. What's it going to take to beat this man on Saturday? We see, I give him a prediction. He's a great opponent. He fight with a big name in his career. I respect him a lot. Saturday, Chinese power fight with the Kurdish power. Last time we saw you in the ring with a 6'6" fighter, you knocked out Bakhmutov. Do you think you could knock out Li Zhang? Inshallah. We will see on Saturday. Good luck again. Thank you. That Chinese power versus Kurdish power on Saturday night.
So, quiet guy, though. I think he does his talking with his fists, and I give him the edge in footwork, man. He knows how to move. He knows how to get out of the way. That's what Joseph Parker did. So if you really want to know how to beat Zhang, just watch Joseph Parker and his performance with Zhang minus the knockdowns. You'll be fine. You will be absolutely fine. So okay, here we go. Cool, cool. Okay, so yeah, I see you touch gloves. I see you online. I see the people are lining up over there on the Discord. So after we finish, we will attempt to go for the callers and seeing what we can hear. Um, yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, man. I've learned. I've been doing a lot of research on YouTube and what they do versus what they don't do, and I never had these type of problems. That's what's kind of worrying me because it's like, the more subscribers, the more people hear about you, the bigger your channel gets, the more exposure you're supposed to have. Well, obviously that's wrong. I don't know if it's AI. I don't know what's going on with them, but yeah, they're tripping, bro. It's 10 people in here. 10. And it's 7 o'clock at night. So that means, sure, it's 1 in the morning in the UK. But here's another thing. The UK used to be 50%, 46, 47, 51%. Now it's 36. So a lot of people have fell off. And, the only thing that I can come up with is AJ got beat. So, I mean, dude, I can't do anything about AJ getting beat or not. You know what I mean? That has nothing, that shouldn't have anything to do with the content that I carry, that I put out. Because it's not all about AJ boxing anyway. Sure, in the heavyweight division, he's done a lot, but it's not all wrapped around him. So, I mean, if people drop off like that, they should. Because I want people here that care about boxing, not just one fighter. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And as we talk about another fighter, here is Big Bang Zili Zhang in the building. Okay. Him and his trainer, Mr. George. Zhang, I don't see any gloves yet. I just see him doing a little dance or whatever. He's preserving his strength, so it is what it is. Um, he's doing a little shadow boxing, he's not doing too much. Whatever it takes. I'm from the UK and I hate AJ. Well, I'm just saying, it used to be a lot of people here. When it's like it feels like when Daniel Dubois beat AJ, things just started. And I'm thinking like, okay, what's that about? I know Daniel's not a talker. I know he's not he's not good at words or whatever, but he's still a hell of a fighter. So, if you are from the UK and you do like fights or fighters, you should back your boy Daniel Dubois. Yeah, I know he's not AJ, but still. Don't just leave. Where you going? So yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy.
Your relationship with your trainer, Sean George, goes back to your days in the amateur ranks. Your career as a pro has really taken off since he's become your full-time trainer. What has he brought to you? What's made a difference? 你跟老肖是从业余时期就一直到职业时期，最近他这么几年的时间给你带来了什么变化？带来很多变化。当然了，现在有时候约比赛都约不上，然后人都逼着我，然后前两天我还告诉他，我说你把我练得太强大了，然后都不愿意和我打。I blame him for making me the most avoidable fighter in the division. But I love him. We saw you look kind of not so great against Joseph Parker, and you looked brilliant against Deontay Wilder. What Julie John can we expect on Saturday? 跟巴克的这一场打的可能觉得不是特别好，对吧？跟别人打的特别好，这周六会有什么样的表现？比巴克的更好。Way better than when I was fighting Wilder. Good luck, Julie. Thank you.
Okay, so there's Zili Big Bang Zhang. He really didn't do much Did a little dance, did a little shadow boxing. That's pretty much it.
Now has a professional record of 10 wins, just one defeat, one draw, 7 of those 10 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former WBA super welterweight champion of the world, Israel, the Dream Montreal.
Israel Madrimov in the building. So he's walking on stage now, walking into the ring. They're doing their ring walk, of course. Hi, Kurt. It says only one on, then it keeps messing around. I have no idea. Fight Sport Talk. Big up. Fight Sports Talk. Counterpunch to you. Okay, we have Israel Madrimov. He's coming in.
Feeling great, this month for me it's especially my birthday, my coach's birthday, my brother's birthday, because it's especially month and especially fight, inshallah. I'm feeling great. You fought a very competitive fight against Terrence Crawford. What did you learn from that experience? I want show, inshallah, on Saturday. This you're fighting a young, very strong fighter in Artur. What kind of fight are you expecting? Interesting fight for me, my career, because you needed to stay in this fight. Good luck, Israel. Thank you so much. Is Israel Madrimov in your experience? This is like this might be smiling. He's happy. He's enjoying it.
Marlon Thornell. What's up, Kurt? You should check out Pro Box tonight. There's some good fights on. Yeah, I'll check it out. Why not? Ed Ellerby in the building. Counterpunch to you, bro. I don't know how you guys found me, man. I'm glad you did. It's not because of YouTube, I don't think. YouTube's tripping, man. I've never had this type of issue with them ever. So I don't know what's going on with that.
This is one of
Virgil Ortiz Jr. is next in the queue. Dude, Virgil looks fast, man. Yeah, you know what? It's crazy though. Madrimov versus Ortiz may be the fight of the night. You know what I mean? I hope to have all these fights just boss, but we'll see. Yeah, there you go. Ed Ellerby. I didn't get a notification despite having my bell on. And you too, man. I don't know what's going on with them, bro. They're not, I think they only give so many notifications because I do a lot of videos. So I think because of the videos I've done, I've only maybe done, and that's not a lot to me because I mean I work. So if they can't appreciate what I do, maybe they should. I don't know. Maybe I should do something else because for what I know, um, and what I can conjure up, they only do 3 notifications every 24 hours. That's what I've learned about YouTube. I never knew that. So I guess all these years that I've been getting 30, 40, 50, 60,000 views per videos, I guess that's been in some kind of algorithm. So for whatever reason, I've got out the algorithm. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Touch Glove, thank you for the $2 super sticker in the building. Every little bit counts because it's been rough. It's no cap. It has been rough. And the only thing that I can recommend, Ed, unsubscribe and then subscribe and then hit the bell. Because I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know. I never, the last half of last year and this beginning of this year has just been terrible. It has been in the last 7 years, I've had this less of views, this less of views, this less of people complaining about notifications that's not been going out. So I don't know. And it's crazy because you guys know that I'm not even a techie guy. I don't know really much about technical stuff, so. But Marlon Thornell, no worries, man. No worries. Hamza Shiraz is walking in the building. Dude, he looks pretty menacing. Kurt, who will win? Daniel Dubois versus a prime Riddick Bowe? I think Daniel Dubois is a lot. He's above average size of guys like that. So size wouldn't be an issue for Daniel Dubois. The punching power, the bullying, yeah. I think Daniel Dubois would have issues with Riddick Bowe because Riddick Bowe is from the hood. Riddick Bowe is, he's street. So I'm not sure, man. I think Riddick Bowe would try to like sucker punch Daniel Dubois, and then they'll have a big brawl. It would be a good fight, though. I would probably go for Daniel Dubois though, because Daniel Dubois, I don't think he's as good as Riddick Bowe. I think he's a better finisher because when he goes in and he hurts you, one thing I learned from him in the first like 10 fights with Daniel's able to get you out of there. He was practicing what combinations were better for his own slot to take you out. And that's what he would do. That's exactly what he would do. He would take you out, no doubt. Bars. um, okay. But yeah, Ed Ellerby, that's really good to know, man. So if you don't get notifications, it's like they're not sending them out. I mean, I know they're not. I mean, I have all these subscribers, and people are not getting notifications, and it's actually scary, and it sucks because it's like, okay, well, what's the point, dude? I remember having 30,000 subscribers, and I had never had this issue at all. Kurt, what about Daniel Dubois versus a prime event at Holyfield? I don't know because I think Holyfield's smaller, you know. Scared Thugs OG. That's good. So I don't know, man. Some people they do, certain people they don't. I don't know.
WBC World Carlos
Carlos Adamas in the building. But I don't know, man. I don't know if Holyfield could handle that type of pressure. But then if he's on the inside, he's going to do very, very well. That's, I mean, if that's if he doesn't get ran over by he may get ran over, man, by Danny Dubois. He's just so big. I think if Parker goes past 10 rounds, Triple D will fade or get hurt and take that third knee. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure because I think people need to get away from that mindset because there's too many people that thought the same shit. You know, Jarrell Miller thought it first. Then it was uh, Philip Hergovich. Now, you know, then we've seen AJ. You know, and he's went through all of them, and he's taking shots. Who you got, Zhang versus Caballero? That's more like a 50-50 fight, man, to be real with you. I think, you know, early Zhang, late Caballero. If it goes past 6, it's more towards Caballero, just because. You know, Caballero is proven to go the distance. He's proven to go as long as he needs to go. He's had enough of those long distance running marathon fights to show you that, hey, I ain't going nowhere. I got the gas tank. I have the stamina. So, yeah, this is what I think.
¿Qué te da tanta confianza que tú vas a poder ganar este sábado? Mi trabajo, mi dedicación en el gimnasio, mi forma de trabajar, mi equipo de trabajo, cómo me manejo dentro del ring, mi fortaleza, todo eso complementa. My work ethic, my team, my hard work, my ability inside the ring, and my whole camp process. We haven't seen you in the ring since last June. How anxious have you been to get back into a fight? No te hemos visto en el ring desde junio. ¿Cuánta ansiedad tú tienes para volver al ring? Tengo mucha. Me siento muy bien, me he preparado muy bien para esta pelea. Pienso que voy a dar la mejor versión de mí en esta pelea. Verán un nuevo Carlos Adame que se enfrenta a todo tipo de retos. Pienso que me siento muy bien. I'm very anxious to get back. I think you will see a different Carlos Adame. I think you will see a great one. It's a big man in Hamza. What's the key to
That's not what he said.
muy alto. ¿Cuál es la llave principal para poder ganarle? Los pocos son más altos y los tumbamos. Eso que no va a tomar también. Coconut trees are higher and we can still take them down. Good luck, Carlos. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Also, AJ hurt him bad, but he got reckless. Had he been smarter, he would have been put the hurt in him enough to do the job. He would have, man. It's just, I think AJ got overwhelmed. His adrenaline spiked, you know. Um, that's what I think that happened, honestly. Um, Kurt, Daniel Dubois versus David Tua. David Tua. I mean, because he would have to keep David Tua. Now, I'm not saying, see, David Tua could knock him out at any time. Because David Tua, look, he just punched too hard, and Daniel can be hit. That's a good question, man. I don't know. I don't know. I mentioned that on a video that I did today, which I don't know if they received many. I don't know. I don't know if anybody saw it. I mean, because it's very little views. It's very little news. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it, to be fair. As we say, Shakur Stevenson is walking up, and I guess we will see who his replacement will be.
Scared from the jump. When I seen him, he was definitely scared. So I think he'll pump.
Oh man.
Josh Padley to you. What was your immediate response? Yes, I watched one round. I'm in shape. They could have said anybody. They could have said Lomachenko, let's fight. I said, let's do it. So you said you don't watch a lot of film on your opponent, so you're just going in there trying to do you. I know me at my best could be anybody at their best. So I'm the best in boxing, and I'm going to show you on Saturday night. Good luck, sure. Thank you. Then is a man who oozes confidence, and of course he has every right to have that. Championship of the world. Let's first welcome the challenger. From South Auckland, New Zealand, he has a professional record of 35 wins, 3 defeats, 23 wins. Coming by way of knockout, he is the former WBO heavyweight champion of the world.
And there is Joseph Parker coming into the ring. Kurt, who wins? Alexander Povetkin versus David Tua. Tua. Yeah. Tua just hits too hard, and his chin's too good for him to get chinned by someone like Povetkin, because it's going to only be a certain amount of time. See, I don't see him knocking out Tua. So Shakur is fighting a Yorkshire lad, a non-challenge.
Just around.
Okay, there's Parker using those feet, using that footwork. Him and Andy Lee. Andy Lee's wrapping up the mitts, so they're going to do a couple drills on the mitts, on the pads, as we call them over here. Shakur is fighting like short man. Dillian White versus John Ruiz. John Ruiz? I don't know. John's kind of tricky, man. Not Andy, but John. Yeah, that would be a sloppy fight. That would be a sloppy fight. Parker does look a bit bigger, though. He looks a lot bigger than he used to be, especially when he fought like AJ and Dillian White. I don't know if that helps him any. I noticed they're working on the jab, and you know what? Based on them coming in with the jab, coming in with the jab. See, that's a timed counter jab. Since it's a time counter jab, I already know what they've been working on. They're trying to time that jab of Dubois, because Dubois comes in, he comes in with this jab that jab's off the chain. If he hits you with that jab, you know, Joyce will end White's career. Oof, man, it's a bold statement. Gillian White would knock out John Ruiz. Okay. You know, I wonder, like, what, you see some people come in and they hardly do anything. And then you see somebody like Joseph Parker, he comes in and he's padded up, hitting the mitts, showing this, showing that. It just makes you like, it makes you think, like, okay, what kind of condition they're in. And anything I have to look at Joseph Parker has to be in some good condition to have that type of desire to show people during a media workout what's up. Stuart, what's up, brother? Kind of punch to you. Everything is good. I'm sitting here thinking, and when I hold on just a second, let me see what Joseph Parker has to say.
How are you feeling a couple of days before this fight? You know what? I actually feel fantastic. I've done all the work and I'm well prepared. And I just want to go in there and put on a great display. I'm very happy and I'm excited. I'm setting it up for you. So you're working fast there for a couple of minutes with Andy Lee. You talk a lot about what he's meant for you in your career. What has he brought to you that's been different? It's taking me a while to understand what he's been trying to teach me. But it's coming at the right time. The last few fights I've had, I've been able to show what we're working on, and I'm sure he'll say that. You dealt with the power of Shaylee Sean, of Deontay Wilder. How different do you think the power of Daniel Dubois is going to be? That's very hard. Bring it on. Good job. Thank you.
Nice. And like I said, it makes you wonder, like, what kind of shape they're in when they want to go in there and they're just ready to show you what they can do, like a little sneak peek, because this is the only time they have to do this, the media workout. And then you see some people that don't do shit. They don't do anything. Ray Mercer versus Samuel Pierre. I think that'll be a war. Jack's man. I think that'll be a war. You're back in the Cuban against Hamza Saraz. It's going to be hard for Adamas, but yeah, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Parker is in for a rude awakening. Dubois is different kettle of fish from old Zhang and old Wilder. Oof. You know, Stewart. Here comes Daniel Dubois coming in. Ready. Yeah. He's ready, man. Triple D. You know, no mitts, no gloves, no none of that, right? No, none of that. He's just showing you a little couple steps, you know, jab, right hand, get up under there, but, you know, he's doing what it is. Big Daddy Dubois in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. IBF heavyweight champion of the world. Of the world, Craig. I want Dubois to win so we can get a rematch with GOAT, with the Usyk GOAT. Kurt, Andy Ruiz versus Ray Mercer would be a war. Well, listen, let me tell you something. If Daniel Dubois beats Joseph Parker, that just makes his stock that much higher. So whoever beats Dubois makes them so much better because of the body of work and the people that he's defeated. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind. If he gets past Parker, Parker's no easy pick'ems. He beat Zane, right? So if he beats Parker, that means he's on his way to the next fight, whoever that may be. That may be out of Zhang or Caballo. That may be out of Martin McCauley or Ajagba.
Joseph Parker about the impact that Andy Lee has made on him. You've had Don Charles in your corner now for several fights, done a great job with you. What kind of impact has he made as your trainer?
I think it's been a team effort, not just Don, my dad, and everyone that's around the team. They're just all working together. It's powerful.
Joseph Parker was just up there, very complimentary.
Hold on, let's pause for a second. Have you guys noticed every time they ask Daniel Dubois about Don Charles, he either not mentions Don or he goes out of his way to kind of discredit Don in a way. If you notice that, like they were like, well, how was it like? Hold on, let me rewind it. Watch this.
It's an extremely hard fight. It's a 50-50 fight. It's a one heavyweight title, but we're full of confidence. We're in great mood.
And just days away from defending that heavyweight title of yours. How are you feeling going into this fight?
I'm feeling confident, ready to go now. It's fight time. Let's go.
I was asking Joseph Parker about the impact that Andy Lee has made on him. You've had Don Charles in your corner now for several fights, done a great job with you. What kind of impact has he made as your trainer?
I think it's been a team effort, not just Don, my dad, and everyone that's around the team. They're just all working together. It's powerful.
Joseph.
Now, see, look, if you notice, he didn't care to give Don Charles any kind of credit. They didn't ask him about the other team. They asked him about his head trainer. Don Charles supposed to be Daniel Dubois' head trainer. So why didn't he just stick to the question if you noticed it? You know, if you noticed what it is and what he did and how he answered it, he avoided the question. You know, no, not just Don. He didn't say, Don's been good. Don's been a great trainer to me. But also, we have this other team effort involved. He could have said it like that, but he didn't. He did not want to get that. He didn't want to give that credit to that man, Don Charles. Not just Don Charles, but the whole team. I think it's a team effort. Well, they asked you about Don Charles. They didn't ask you about your whole team. You wanted to bring up your whole team. And the question is, why? Why did you want to bring up your whole team? Why was that? It's crazy. It was a bit messy how Dubois left McGuigan, too. Had to pick between Daniel and his sister. Yeah. Joseph Parker versus Agate Caballero would be interesting. It would be interesting.
Parker was just up there, very complimentary of you and your skills. What do you think of Joseph Parker?
I'm just ready to fight Saturday. Let's go.
How important is it for you to defend this heavyweight title?
Really important, you know, to step to greatness, really. So, yeah, I'm ready.
Good luck, David.
Thank you.
I'm delighted to have Andy actually with me now as well. It's just a way look at this.
Andy Clark's over there.
The latest is that it's a lot of people to confuse this. Everyone does that. Listen, tell me this. It's been a while since we've seen Joe Parker in the ring, right? It'll be almost a year on Saturday. But it feels like that's actually been a good thing. He's got the way of work and stuff, right?
Listen, they say everything happens for a reason. I believe that with Joseph because someone looking down on him and protecting him. And although we wanted the fight, he was forced to rest, and it has been a rest. You know what I mean? Who knows what shape he'd be in had he fought injuries and X, Y, and Z. And we don't know. We don't know what injuries Dubois might be carrying after all the activity he's had. He's a big man. To move that way, that to have that much sparring impact on your body all the time, it can be a little bit of burnout. So we wanted the fight. Joe was ready to fight at any time, but we were forced to rest, and it could be a blessing in disguise.
Could well be. Let's head back over to Thomas Driver.
Okay, so first of all, shout out to my boy Bill Keaveney, has been a member for 35 months. That's dedication, people. That's what I'm talking about. Like I was just about to tell you guys, whoever's members, what I can do, I can shoot you guys a link. You can join me on StreamYard. We can chop it up for 2 minutes, you know, give your take, your insight on certain things. You know what I mean? And I think the more, I think that would be, you know, because StreamYard, you can do that. You can bring people on. They can come in. They can come off. It's a revolving door. Because Discord, I'm looking at it. I'm not sure if they have anybody else. Okay, we have Fight Sports Talks, which they're offline, and Touch Gloves has a night sign, so they're more than likely offline. You know, so yeah. So you guys, man, I could shoot you guys individually the link either through Instagram, because a lot of you guys have Instagram. I could go through there, and then you guys can come on. You know what I mean? Members, you know, can come on, and members, Patreon, super chatters, you know, yeah, anybody that shows additional love, come to the channel, and then we can chop it up. I think that would make more sense, and it would be easier for something I'm familiar with, you know, if that works for people. You know, heard a few stories about the dad not sure what's true. Me neither. I mean, I've heard a lot of stories. If you guys are members, you guys are Patreon members, you already know the stories. You know, backstories, you know, secret stories. Not for everyone's eyes stories unless you join the membership. So, AJ to face down Dubois after the fight and ask for a fight. Well, I mean, why not? Bill, why not? I mean, he did it to Usyk. Usyk beat him, so why not AJ do it to him for the revenge? Right? So it is what it is. You know, and as we speak, Dmitry Bivol's in there, and he's working on his back. They're working on shoulders and stretch training, you know. Yeah, they're working on clinch. So they're working on distance, man, you know. So I've never seen Bivol do this type of work before. You know, he's working on joints, he's working on shoving, pushing, clinching, those type of things, you know. Best boxing channel on YouTube. Can't wait for Dubois, Parker, and Bivol Beterbie live. Listen, I already got the live stream out. So the live stream is going hard. I already got it out. And yes, we will be taking calls. I will be taking video calls from super chatters that want to come in. So you guys have to have something that I can send the link personally to you too, so we can get that party started. And we're going to start. We're going to start before then. Okay, so you know, we can start tonight if you want. If Bill Keaveney wants to come on, you know, he is a member. In that, Stewart is a member. You guys that are members, you guys can come on, and I can send you the link directly to you on Instagram or whatever, you know, because a lot of you guys are already friends with me on Instagram. So if you have an Instagram account, or I could send it to the Discord or whatnot, follow the link, and then I could send it back to you, and then you guys can come in. Okay, so I can invite you directly from StreamYard. Let's hear what Dmitry Bivol has to say.
Going into this fight, it's something new again. challenge of it, new, fresh feelings. I like it. You went 12 hard rounds with Artur Beterbie a few months ago. What did you learn from that experience? I learned that I don't like to lose, and I want to win. You said this week that the biggest adjustment you have to make is to throw more punches. Does that mean you'll be taking more chances in the ring? Yeah, of course. Not only more punches, more movements, better speed, more heavier punches. Built his power for 12 rounds. Does that make you more prepared for it the next time around? It's not about to prepare against the power. It's more about to make yourself better and to be ready for all situations in the ring. Do you think this fight will look a lot like the first fight, or are you expecting a very different one? I'm so excited, like all of boxing fans, how it will be. This is why it's so interesting. Good luck, Dmitry. Thank you.
Yeah, man, Dmitry Bivol's just ready to fight, and then he was just talking about the new techniques they were using. You know, the shoving, that's that brushing off, that's that upper body strength. And especially he's going to need that against someone that likes to apply pressure, like Artur Beterbiev does. He looks clumsy by comparison. I've been watching a bit more of that Beterbiev. I think Bivol is the superior boxer. Absolutely. Even Artur Beterbiev has said that. He has said that. So. And now we have Artur Beterbiev, the Russian bear. He's coming in there. He looks clumsy by comparison. Yeah. I mean, Artur is not known for his precise punches. He's known for his chopping type, damn near George Foreman-like punches. The way he throws punches, bro, some of those punches are straight right up the middle, because I did watch him versus Callum Smith yesterday. And him versus Callum Smith yesterday was dope. It was dope. Hi, Bill. We both said the same thing. The more we remind people, the more it reminds people and helps Kurt. Absolutely. Absolutely. Beterbiev walking slow. He's walking slow, dude. What's up with that? He come to the ring, like he just woke up from a nap or something like that. The hell? Kurt, who wins? Larry Holmes versus Joe Frazier. I don't know, man. Probably, I would probably say Larry, because Larry was good. He was as good as Ali, but he was younger, fresher. And then he's working his back. He's working his knees. Beterbiev wakes up, fights, and goes back to bed. Yeah, that sounds about like I just wanted to go to sleep. Like about and Stefan, so I'm happy, and I'm going to sleep now. Inshallah, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to nap now. I put my feet up. I like to sleep. I like to put my hands between my legs because I have big balls. It gives me hands. My hands are big and my balls are big. So I give space for my balls to breathe while I sleep. Yes. I love those shirts, bro. Like the gear, the personal gear. Like, I have my own merch, but like I love other people's merch. You know what I mean? I think it's like this Beterbiev shirt. I would love a shirt like that. I would love the whole outfit. I would rock that shit. Artur Artur Big Balls better be. If I get Caballero beat Zhang, I wouldn't mind seeing him fight the winner of Usyk versus Dubois. Yeah, I think that would be a good exit for if Usyk beats Dubois. Then that leaves Dubois versus Caballero. I mean Usyk versus Caballero. Or even if Dubois beats Usyk, Dubois then I don't know where you could rank Dubois at that point because people then will want to see him fight AJ maybe again, and it would probably supersede a fight like that to I get Caballero if he beats Zhang because Zhang will be out, right? So Zhang will be out, and then it'd probably be the only person left would be guess what, Martin McCauley. So Martin McCauley, then we will look at things very differently, you know.
The light heavyweight division has always been a step to the cruiserweight, then some heavyweight. I guess challenging to anybody fighting at 175 because you have.
I would be surprised if Dubois fights Fury. Smooth Will. Kurt, Roy Jones Jr. versus Marvin Hagler at middleweight. Who you got? I got Roy Jones. Because, I don't know. Because even Hagler was in a different time. See, you got welterweights fighting heavyweights. Middleweights. Hagler was a middleweight. I don't think that Hagler was better than James Toney at 160. I just don't think that. I think Hagler would lose to James Toney. And I think James Toney, Hagler probably versus Julian Jackson would probably be like a fantasy fight of mine. Gerald McClellan. Like guys like that, bro. In the 90s, though, Hagler was something else. He was, and he smashed a lot of people. It's just, I don't think he would do that, though. I don't think he would do that to someone like James Toney.
Let's hear from Artur Beterbie. Artur, here we are again. You and Dmitry Bivol, the undisputed light heavyweight championship, just a few days away. How are you feeling going into this fight? Coming on the butt. Does it feel any different having experienced 12 rounds with Bivol the first time? You now have that experience to lean on?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, a little bit different. But it's good. It's good experience.
After that first fight, both you and your trainer, Mark Ramsey, said you could do a lot better the next time around. What can you do better?
Everything. I will try to do everything better.
Are you expecting a different version of Dmitry Bivol?
Maybe we'll see.
You got off to a little bit of a slow start in that fight. You've got off to slow starts at different times during your career. Is it important to you in this fight to get off to a faster start?
Let's see. I never know how it's going.
Good luck on Saturday, Artur. Thank you.
Yeah, he told you absolutely nothing, and I think that's exactly what he wanted to tell you and how he wanted to tell you. He don't know. See, I don't know how things go. That's him. American fighters don't have the hunger Hagler had anymore. He was a hungry lion.
Because I think that if he does start fast, I think that he can really finish the fight with a strong finish. It might come out with a decision, but it's going to be a close fight. And whoever sticks to the game plan and be sincere about it, we'll see. And I think that's going to be the outcome of this fight. The nutrition will play a part, but it's going to be more of a, I want more than you. They know each other. They've been 12 rounds. I don't believe they will surprise each other. I believe one would have to do a little bit more fight that's going to turn into a physical and all-around slugfest. That's my opinion.
It's an absolutely tremendous fight card. I mean, look at this, Bernard. We're bringing it up here on the screen. So much to look forward to on Saturday. And of course, there's your man, Virgil Ortiz Jr. against Israel Madrigal.
Another tough fight.
Yeah.
Another tough fight. And again, I believe Virgil, based on his last 2 or 3 fights, has been evolving step by step by step. This is the fight that's going to test all those fights he had before this one, whether he's ready for the big dogs of the stamp of superstar in the sport that we're in. And it's very few superstars. There's a lot of good fighters, but very few superstars. And we need those superstars to make big fights.
I'm curious on both of your thoughts, particularly on the Hamza Shiraz. You're both middleweights, you reigned for a long time. It's a great fight, Shiraz against Adames. It looks like a hard fight as well.
Okay, so here we go. Such a great card. Yeah, very great card. Smooth Will. Kurt, Aaron the Hawk Pryor versus Terrence Crawford at junior welter. Who you got? I don't know. That's the Hawk, bro. Aaron the Hawk. I had some company over, but I had the channel on in the background for the Catterall Barbosa fight. Yeah, that was a pretty decent fight, man. It was cool. I enjoyed it. You know, I think Catterall should have done a lot better. You know, I think he should have done a lot better. Looking forward to your predictions for all these fights, Kurt. Yeah. Actually, I am doing some predictions after this. If you guys feel free, you guys can come on. I will invite you to the channel, and so we can start taking some calls. Let's see here. I've always wanted to see Aaron Pryor versus Marlon Starling. Okay, let's see. There we go. I clicked it too many times. So, but yeah, man. I mean, this was a decent media workout. So this is the last physicalities that they're gonna have. They're gonna have the press conference, then the face off. So I'm gonna try to get more people in here some kind of way. I'm gonna contact YouTube because they're not really doing much, bro. Let's just be real. Uh, I'm gonna start going earlier in the morning. Okay, so that's gonna be something else that we're gonna look forward to. Maybe around 1 or 2 in the afternoon. But of course, you guys, I thank you guys for coming on. The Few, the Proud, the Counterpunch Boxing News crowd. You know, until then, guys, we will see you on another date. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.